The business is dropping one individual of color. I realize what happens when they will lift another. And I realize what happens when they couldn't care less about both of you clutch your seats people. Since Katt Williams has quite recently collided with the scene. And he has some stunning news about. In all honesty, Jamie Foxx's hospitalization, the ugly truth is out in the open, and feline has a chilling expectation to make he accepts Jamie may not survive the ordeal from his new well-being. Fight's gracious, you better accept. He has insider data that is leaving all of us as eager and anxious as ever yet stand. By what the heck did Feline spill? What mysteries does he have that we've been kept in obscurity about? And for what reason is he persuaded, to the point that Jane's puzzling condition could be a potential huge advantage? Trust me, parents, this thrill ride is going to take us on a hurricane of shock and interest that will leave you asking for more. What I'm talking about is ready to not go, anything is unplanned. Or you will be hearing whose horrible cash, as we as a whole know Jamie Foxx's well-being secret, is sending shockwaves through the diversion world. It's been almost 2 months since the news previously broke. We're still in obscurity about what precisely occurred and why Jimmy wound up in the clinic for quite a long time. I mean, come on, this is Jamie Foxx. We're discussing we as a whole expertise, unquestionably fit and sound. He as it resembles, he's the exemplification of well-being objectives, so you can envision the aggregate wheeze of mistrust when fresh insight about his hospitalization hit the wireless transmissions. Maybe the universe hit the delay button on the typical progression of things and threw all of us for a circle. Yet what's much more surprising is the way that his whole family dropped all that and flew directly to Atlanta, the very place where Jane was first conceived. Well, that is not your normal family gathering, people. There's plainly other stuff going on, something so essential that it brought his friends and family racing to his side. Kareem Foxx, Jamie's girl, at first played the job of the family representative, sharing an explanation on Instagram. In April, she referenced that her dad had been conceded into the emergency clinic because of an undisclosed condition, yet guaranteed everybody that he was at that point headed for recuperation. Anyway, this disclosure started a hurricane of hypotheses in regards to Jamie Foxx's well-being. A few reports flowed that his condition was desperate and that his family was preparing themselves for the most terrible. It was an out-of-control thrill ride of feelings for fans who respected Jamie. A few fans are in any event hypothesizing that somebody who might be listening is attempting to dispose of Jamie at last after what appeared to be an unending length of time. Jamie ended his quiet on Instagram with a concise message value, all the adoration feeling honored. While fans were feeling significantly better to hear from him, they couldn't resist the opportunity to pine for additional data and affirmation about his prosperity. The absence of direct tending to of the bits of gossip left space for additional theory. And when things couldn't get more baffling, Jane's little girl, Corinne, took to her Instagram story to give an update. She excused reports that Jamie's condition had deteriorated, underlining that he had been out of the medical clinic for quite a long time. And surprisingly, captivating in exercises like playing pickleball anyway. As opposed to settling the matter, her assertion just filled more inquiries and questions among fans. While certain fans keep on sending supplications and backing to Jamie, others can't resist the urge to ask why he hasn't straightforwardly addressed the bits of hearsay or shared any open photographs to affirm his prosperity. It's a partitioned fan base with changing conclusions and a veritable inquisitive about what's truly happening. And it didn't take long for bits of hearsay to begin whirling again, after Corinne's explanation, bafflingly. Disappeared individuals couldn't resist the opportunity to contemplate whether her record had been hacked. Assuming that is the case, it adds a totally different layer of interest to Jamie Foxx's condition. The situation starts to get interesting, my companions. And it appears as though Jamie Foxx's condition may not be a simple mishap after all. Fans and specialists the same can't resist the urge to point that Jamie Foxx's whole PR group and family are being constrained by the Hollywood supervisors Yet dread not for our night in focusing covering has shown up to reveal some insight into the matter. Enter Katt Williams, the famous humorist known for his harsh tone and insider information on the dim underside of Hollywood. In the event that anybody can let the cat out of the bag and uncover the reality of the situation, it's feline we, as a whole, realize that Katt Williams doesn't keep down with regards to expressing his genuine thoughts. He's unafraid to strip back the layers of mystery and uncover the secret bits of insight that sneak behind the marvelousness and excitement of Tinseltown. Presently recall when felines fabricate reality. With regards to how compelling figures in Hollywood control dark craftsman feline, uncovered that hopeful dark specialists should go through an embarrassing drama prior to accomplishing popularity, frequently including them wearing dresses and sustaining generalizations about people of color. Now when Katt was examined concerning Kevin Hart's dress-wearing play on SNL, in spite of his past assertions about not surrendering to such jobs, his reaction was, it is conceivable that there is nothing more entertaining than a person in a dress, and on the off chance that that is the situation, it could likewise be expressed that there's nothing more interesting than an individual of color in a dress. All right. I observed my companions all through my whole life be all ready to dunk a ball, yet not me. And in the event that you think the feline is basically daydreaming and lying, great reconsider in light of the fact that Katt isn't the only one to make these staggering cases. Dave Chappelle himself is a residing demonstration of reality behind these charges, underscoring how the Hollywood elites apply command over craftsmen. The individuals who won't consent face critical outcomes, influencing their vocations, as well as their very resides, from falling into trance states to winding up in jail, or even 6 feet underground. Yet sure that resembles when I see that they put each person of color in the films in a dress sooner or later in their vocation. I've been interfacing them down like, wow, these siblings going to wear dress. That has happened to me. I'm doing a film with Martin. Definitely the film's going great. So I stroll in a trailer. I'm similar to man. This should be some unacceptable trailer. Since there's a dress in here currently, it's no big surprise why certain individuals accept that Jamie Foxx's momentum circumstance might be something other than an occurrence, a developing hypothesis that he is being constrained by the strong elites of Hollywood. This thought acquires believability when we consider the encounters shared by these two notable frank jokesters who have confronted comparable control in media outlets. Assuming that they have experienced such impact, it raises worries about the degree of Jamie Foxx's ensnarement. Adding to the passage, gets not fans who are offering their viewpoints and warn words for Jamie Foxx. Different big names are likewise effectively offering their minutes to him via virtual entertainment, as though they're thinking back about him as though he were as of now. Not present Kerry Washington, Viola Davis, and Jennifer Hudson have taken to web-based entertainment to share their ardent messages and great wishes for Jamie Foxx, making an air as though he is no longer among us. This flood of help from individual superstars have left fans feeling uncomfortable with one fan in any event, communicating elevated worry through a tweet that peruses this multitude of VIPs.